In this lesson, we're going to learn about 3D objects. What is a 3D shape or object? 3D stands for three-dimensional, so similar to two-dimensional, but not quite. These shapes are not flat. They have 3 dimensions. 3D shapes, just like 2D shapes, have many different sides. You'll notice a cube has a side here, a side here, a side here, a side here, and some along here in the back. A sphere is kind of just one surface, doesn't really have a side to it. This is like a ball. A cylinder has a side here, and then a face that goes around. This is kind of like a can of beans or something. 3D shapes also have corners or vertices. Not all of them, a sphere doesn't, but pyramids have corners. So does a cone. Rectangular prisms have corners all around them. And 3D shapes have many faces. So a cube actually has 6 faces. There's one in the front, one on top, one on bottom that you can't see right now, one on the right, one on the left that you can't see, and one at the back that you can't see. Let's talk about each one in a little more detail. A sphere is round. It only has one face and no corners. Tennis balls and baseballs are good examples of spheres. A cube has 6 faces. They're all equal, so all the faces are the same side, all the edges are the same side. And some boxes and blocks are cubes. Rubik's cubes are cubes too. That's why they're named that. Triangular prisms are made of 2 triangles at each end, one at the front, one at the back. And then they're connected by rectangles in between. These can be hard to find examples of, but tents are a really good example. Rectangular prisms are kind of like triangular prisms. They have a square or rectangle at the front and the back, and then they're connected by big, long, rectangular faces. Juice boxes and DVD cases are good examples of rectangular prisms. Although they look different from one another, they're both rectangular prisms. Cylinders have 2 circular faces. They're connected by a single round face, kind of like a tube. So you've got your circle face here, and then you've got a tube connecting them. Like we said before, cans of beans or soup or pop are good examples of cylinders. Pyramids have one face that we call the base. So it'll be a square or a triangle or something like that. And the other faces are triangular and they meet up at the top. These can be hard to find, but the best example is pyramids in Egypt. They're literally called pyramids. Cones have one circular face. They have a point at the opposite end of the circular face. So they've got this circular bottom here, and then they've got a point up at the top, and all the way around is smooth. A really good example is the ice cream cone. This one's just turned upside down, so we could take this one and make it look just like our picture of a cone. All right, so like I mentioned in the previous video, you're going to have a job to do. You're going to have a scavenger hunt to do, and I'll send you that picture as well, and you can kind of try and find some of these shapes and objects around your house. It'll be pretty cool. Cheers.